Alright, that will be the showcase of the build. Yeah, so Harbinger, some map with Delirious, some Scarabs. I just wanna show the build in action. Currently I spent like 50 exalted on the build. It's overkill, you can do it for much less. Sorry for lags if any happens.
Hail.
You can ruin the leak mechanic.
Are you sure about that one?
You cannot
Seems
take
risky.
immune to case damage. As you can see, minions sometimes are more tanky than normal. So you need to wait, but pretty consistently you can kill them
Oops,
in 1
clumsy
second.
me.
O kurwa.
So, and if any one of you are scared, I got a headhunter, and yeah, this is build is busted because of
When
that.
I'm ready and not
The
before.
headhunter that I am using is only replica, so it's less powerful, it's much cheaper. And actually it works pretty well. So why not? I'm close to get the real one, if I wanna use it.
Ah, the blight is trying to spread.
Okay, they stuck? Yeah, so look. Entire line.
Let's put out new mycelium. New roots.
O kurwa.
The blight is trying to spread.
O kurwa.
Harbinger.
O kurwa.
So basically I'm not using even my keyboard right now, from the beginning of the map. Just mouse. You can loot some things, but it's not necessary to do it right now, and it can be deadly. Because basically if we stop running in a circles, we can get one-shotted by some pack of minions or some big guy.
O kurwa. O kurwa. O kurwa. O kurwa. Ale urwał.
Okay, I loot it later. Simulacrum is not so expensive right now, so fuck it. I just run to the end of the map and I show you the bossing. And as you can see, sometimes some rares are more tanky, and yeah, if you don't have big clusters of mobs, that can be deadly for you. Bridge.
O kurwa. O kurwa. O kurwa. Daj kamienia! O kurwa.
When I'm ready and not before.
kamienia!
So as you can see, flyout allows for that. We one-shot legions, but yeah, sometimes on the sides, like you have rare monsters or something like that, that will survive, and that basically means you need to go and manually check every corner that something survived. But League Eagle, I pretty consistent, have like 50% chance for exploding on the dunes map for those legions, so yeah, it was one shot or barely one shot each time. This league something is wrong, I have no idea. Maybe monsters are more tougher or something like that.
O kurwa! Daj kamienia!
Yeah, so I show you also the harvest. I don't check the crafts in there, but I can show you how we deal with the monsters from harvest. As you can see, I don't jump inside the pack of monsters, I just try to be nearby of them. And that's really cool because we have like almost whole screen of the death aura. And yeah, that's for the defending purpose, yeah, it's fucking amazing. We can avoid getting touched by the minions by staying away from them. Okay, so yeah, we'll wait. Some graphics pop out. 2 upgrades versus this. Okay, let's take those. Val Blight in last second and try to run. As soon as first minion dies, you probably finish everything. If you get somehow tier 4 seed or something like that, that can be problematic, and we will not one-shot the boss. So if he survive on barely touched HP, just reload to normal character, yeah, because that's a waste of money. Yeah, so that's it. We have Tribute of the God. Okay, fuck it. I don't harvest here. Let's show the boss fight. I believe here boss is Akitava or something like
When
this.
I'm ready and not
As you can see, without killing minions, we are pretty slow. The only thing that is saving us is elusive buff from Witchering Step, but it's slowly decreasing, so if you wanna speed up, just flame dash once a while and it will be good.
I need more mana.
As you can see, I don't have mana for shotting, so I need to turn off my aura. And yeah, this boss fight is pretty long. I forgot to open teleport, so let's skip that. Like, I can kill this dude, but I don't like to do it. Yeah, maybe at the end of the video I will show you it. So, yeah. Let's go to the normal setup, and first I wanna explain the thing about Headhunter. Like, this is fake hunter. It's not so powerful that the normal one. Pretty everyone should know that. And beside of that, I'm using one inspired learning. So yes, that should give you some kind of extra survivability and some maybe extra damage, but take in note we are dealing chaos dot damage, and only chaos damage for the explosion will work. So any physical damage, we are not converting anything, so we waste a ton of buffs from Headhunter. So basically I'm using it to get little bit more resistances and HP sometimes. Like energy shield is not working, we are not using almost any of mana, so those buffs are also useless. And beside that, yeah, that's pretty it. Movement speed, more life, little bit of resistance and little bit of damage, yeah. So you can skip the Headhunter and skip the Inspired Learning and easily go for the normal dot build, but you never will be so fast as I am on the maps. Like, sometimes when I pop off, I have like 800 movement speed and I just run entire map. I'm too fast to kill minions because I need to wait a little bit for the dot damage to work. So, if you read the comment section on the on my article on the GGG site, I explained everything, but I will run down everything what I have. So, depth of aura, dot damage, we take damage as chaos for 3 seconds after we kill a minion. So, basically recently. And this is aura. and it's invisible. You cannot see it on the map. So only in patch of building you can check the radius of it. So if you go to the patch of building, the range of the aura is from the bottom to the top, little bit less, like maybe 10% less, so something like this. And from right to left, it's like to that point, to the Gwennen, maybe something like that. Yeah, I probably will hit Gwennen with this aura right now. So it's pretty big. Beside that, what we have, it's 2 Obliteration Wand. It gives only Explo and AoE corruption. It's really cheap. It's effective, yeah. After that you have Curse on Hitring, Mais Dogshit, some Crafted Life, 2 Resistance, 13 the prefix. If you can get more resistance and go for the Vermilion ring, that is best option, because we have so much effective defensive that our life pool, if we get only like 500 more life, we will get like extra, I have no idea, 8000 effective HP pool for elements and everything like that. This is fucking awesome. So that's it. Second ring, I have here endurance charge on kill. You don't need to have it. You can also use the Doedre elixir. I'll just spam it on the maps. The downside of this flask is also chaos damage taken. So we have chaos rest up to 90%. So it doesn't hurt us. That's it. Batch of Brotherhood, a little bit of expensive item, but give a really big kick of the power. And beside that, we have Anointment for Discipline of Slaughter. So if you don't have this amulet and you use, for example, Replica Kaluri Ward or something like this, you can skip it, or the regular amulet, and Anointment something like this. For example, here you have the Leadership, so you have extra AoE and aura effect. Aura effect benefit the DevSoap, so you can use it. You can, for example, go for it. Method of Madness, extra chaos damage, resistance, and +1 max chaos rest. Maxi Bakwa have 1 plus max chaos rest, so I don't need it. And to snipe this jewel, you need to know right numbers, so just check it manually one by one. So it's pretty cancer, but you can go to the TFT, maybe someone I will have for sale. I work towards getting my one, like first week of the week, and when it pop out, I paid 3 exalted only. So yeah, you can get it cheap. This for power charges, and this for endurance, for what is this, frenzy charges on kill. Yeah, so that's how we generate. The Batch of Brotherhood give us maximum frenzy charges equal to maximum power. We got 1 power charge in the helmet. That is not necessary, but is first little upgrade that you can make, like just resistance, power charge, and some life, and that's it. That's everything what you need on the helmet. Base doesn't matter. Like energy shield is dog shit, so don't take energy shield. Better evasion or armor. So beside that, we use one of those jewels. On the start of the league, it can be expensive, but pretty consistent is 1 exalted or something like that. So, and this effectively gives me 21 damage over time multiplier. It is equivalent of the Watcher Eye that give pretty same amount. Yeah. And for the Watcher Eye, with this only mod, you will pay, I don't know, probably something around 8, 6 exalted, maybe 10, depends on the day on the league, because it's used not only by the Aura builds and many people want it. So, but you can actually choose the cheaper option and go unaffected by bleeding while affected by malevolence. And when you get it, you just need get 1 corrupted blood immunity jewel, and you can go out of the flask with for the bleed immunity. I have it on this inspired learning. It cost me 6 exalted. Normally inspired learning cost around 1 exalted, maybe 2, and sometimes cheaper. You can also get it on those small clusters or even on the medium, but you need to snipe one. It's really hard to find one. You can craft those small ones. It will cost you around 15 Chaos Orb to craft one, and after that corrupted. If you corrupt 64 jewels, on average you should get one. Yeah, so that's it. What else? My gloves are pure resistance, life, and apothecary base, so I have increased chaos damage. My boots are pretty sick, like I have triple resistance, big life, onslaught, movement speed, and avoid frozen, so I can also go for out of the Chiara if I get the remaining 20% of the chance to avoid cold damage, I mean being frozen. So I am searching for it on the maps right now in the harvest crafts. For the jewels, Just grab anything that gives you chaos damage. Like Miseria Everlasting is the best node, but beside that, Explo node is little bit a bait because it does not work in this build. Like I believe it gives you approximately only 4% effective chance to explode enemy if you have two of those. Like it works independent, like Vance and 80%, 40% from Profane Bloom, together 80. It stacks up, but these two nodes, I have no idea why GGG fucked that, and that doesn't work. The description of the mod, if you just pause, read, is same like on the Vance, and that doesn't work. So yeah, thanks GGG. Okay, the medium ones need to be vast power and assert dominance. Maybe if you want a little bit more alive, go for the towering treat here. And grab two of those. If you don't have points to spend on the tree, just fuck the big clusters for the chaos and go for two of those. And on the end, Born of Chaos for the 3 maximum chaos resistance, and that's it. The Glorious Vanity Xibaqua need to be Xibaqua, rest doesn't matter. The jewel with the number change the small points what you get, but the name determinist make the keystones in radius change to the Divine Flesh. So you need a Xibaqua, rest doesn't matter. My one is special, I have one chaos res as I told. So we grab chaos damage, the dot damage. Here is my inspired learning, I take 2 unnecessary notes for it. And you grab aura effect here and here. And reservation, if you wanna go for the extra course, I choose the temporal chains because we don't have any other offensive course that we can use. And temporal chains is great defensive buff. You can go for the enfeeble if you wish. Like it's better for the physical damage mitigation maybe, but I think with our movement speed temporal chains is much better because we can actually avoid the projectiles by ourselves. So you go for the Whisper of Dooms and you grab these 2 reducted reservation nodes, and I have 36 mana only, so if I weapon swap for my bow, I cannot shoot the projectile. I cannot shoot this attack because I have no mana, so I am forced to just tune my temporal aura, and yeah, that's it. So what else? The bow. You need something for the Toxic Rain. If you wanna craft the bow or buy, it costs you around 9 to 10 exalted to craft, maybe maximum to the 15 exalted to buy one. And you can check the path of map video how to craft those. I have no clue how to get the quiver like this, beside buying, so I buy one. And I paid 6 exalted or 5 exalted for it, and that's it. Flask, that normally here is a roll for the recover percentage of your life when used. The recover full life on use just mean that here the roll is 100%. So yeah, grab the highest you can and you can afford, and that's it. Cinder Hollows for the life gained on kill. You can go for the regen or avoid stun on this from the Unveiling mod. Just physical damage mitigation and immunity for ignite. Chiara for the freeze, if you like me get avoid freeze or immune to freeze on the boots, you can go out of this. It also gives you curses and stun immunity, so sometimes it's good to have it on the maps, but that is cheap solution for the freeze immunity and movement speed. What else? The gems, gems. We use 2 times life tap support on our movement skill, and the most important thing is you need to have flame dash on your boots, gloves, or the helmet, so when you weapon swap you can still have mobility, yeah, so you don't want to put it on the one of the vans. So Witchering Step is not so important because it's just for the movement speed and phasing, and a little bit of Witcher stacks. So we have Witchering Step and Chance, you don't need it, and Life Tap. You can put Portal here instead of the Enchants, it will be good. Life Tap support with Flame Dash, and those 2 Life Taps are low level, so they can proc when you use a movement skill, you see it here. And that buff the chest. We have Life Tap support on the big level here, and yeah, that works like this. Spell Totem, Witcher, if you have slot you can go also for the multiple totems, but don't put it on the van because that is simply boss setup. I put the totem, it is witchering the boss, that's it. What else? Malevolence Aura. if you get sick gloves with plus to AoE gems or helmet like this, and that can buff your auras and curses, you can put this in the gloves. It will be much better. You can also optimize gloves for the with the essence for the damage over time from the gloves, but that is not single target damage setup. That is just bust for the. I press W and my Val Blight help me clear some rares nearby or in Temple of Azotl from the Lexioris region, because we have magic monsters what is synergy with the replica headhunter. So if you have problem with this, just Val Blight and things should die. Custom death portal and portal. Here in this setup you can use the custom damage taken setup, and that's make you really tanky, but I prefer to go for the custom death portal, die occasionally, but if I die I have portal to go back in the map, and when I was farming Delirium that was really necessary, so I leave it like that. And to the chest, barely you can touch anything here, so void manipulation, area of effect. Here you can change for the what was called the reverse area of effect, the concentrated effect. Yeah, you go for the concentrated effect and you have more damage but less AoE, but the build will be not so fun with this. So Efiasy, life tap, less duration, and swift affliction. Basically this doesn't change, and yeah, that's always stays the same. Something else to talk about? We grab life, aeronauts, power charges, dot, chaos damage, dot and chaos damage, extra course, dot, and little bit of resistances, power charge, life, divine flesh. Yeah, basically it. For the budget, I just go for the chest, go for the 2 obliteration wand, go for any amulet, any rings. You need 1 curse on hit, doesn't matter what. You can even go for the mark of submission, the unique ring that allows you to use socketed curse on hit. I believe we have it on the guild stash, but we don't have right now, so whatever. And any boots, like any gloves, any belt, just cap resistances, get the life, and stop playing this game. I'm kidding. And what else? That's it basically. For the single target weapon setup, if you wanna go for the cheaper 6-link, I believe Quill Rain is not good option, but maybe Silver Branch or any bow that have like +2 to gems or something like this. So you wanna level of socketed gems, basically. So if you don't know how to craft or something like that, go to Path of Map, he will tell you. He have video about this, especially for this league. And what can be better? Double influenced helmet can sometimes roll high life or high resistances, and when you awoke it, you can also get the, of course, the base with the right enchant, like I have. The spare is the best. And you can also look here for extra mods from the influenced pool, like damage taken as element, and if you get physical damage taken as extra, for example, as what is here, fire, or I have no idea, chaos damage, that is really fucking strong for physical damage, because we have a ton of damage mitigation for the elemental damage, but almost none beside the flask. Like right now in hideout I have exterminated physical damage reduction 20%. If I pop up the flask, it doesn't change much, like 8% is that's it. Yeah. With the endurance charges, I will have also extra 12, so basically I will have 40. This is something good, but it's not something super amazing when you have 3k HP, so yeah, beware. Probably avoid vulnerability on maps or extra crits, something like this, if you see it. Beside that, hexproof enemies are annoying, that make our damage a little bit smaller. The extra life is not something super scary, but extra chaos resistance, it's we can do those maps, but versus the rare minions you will struggle a little bit. So, and beside that, everything else viable, you can run everything. Just life regen, of course, and everything like this, it's fucking annoying. Temporal trains. I think that's it. So, if someone was watching to that point, let's
When
go
I'm
to
ready,
boss,
and not
kill
before.
him, maybe, we'll see. a little bit of AoE, but I wanna show that we can do some fancy stuff, like bossing on the maps on tier 16s. I'm kidding. That's why I have separate portal setup, so I can open the portal before I go to the Alva's temple or something like this.
I need more mana.
Ta kurwa ten mały charakter. O kurwa!
Time bends to my will.
Just don't get hit.
Struggle or strangle.
I have approximately 3 million damage on the
Twin terrors.
caustic arrow setup. Interesting.
Temporal.
So bossing on this build is not something super amazing. But we sacrifice that for the clear speed. Of course you can find something better, like that was just meme project that I make on a last league. And I love it.
Struggle or strangle. Temporal tears. Struggle or strangle. Time bends to my will. Struggle or strangle. Shadow, rise and fight. Time. Tight tears. Temporal tears.
May a new dawn arise.
A cavalcade of violence awaits. When I'm ready and not before.
So that was the showcase. If you wanna make it for cheap, just focus on life, resistance, and get out of the expensive unique. For leveling, SS Drink Contagion. You can start from the Act 1, and it should be pretty easy. And especially when you first meet the rock and deal for items, the level 1 and 2 vans can have really easily obtainable the mod for the +1 to chaos spell skill gems. So that is a little bit of cheat.
Don't drink the water.
Gwennen can give you some tabula rasa or wanderlust boots. Yeah, so you can also gamble if you have coins and you don't have gear for leveling another character. Or you just started, just make new character, go to town and start
Need
gamble
something?
with her, and you should get some uniques for this. So I hope you enjoy. Pretty boring end of the video, but yeah, the clear is really good. You can improve it even better, but I have no idea how to change it. If you have some suggestion, just hit make the comment on the video or in the article to the wiki on the wiki, and yeah, see you.